Wednesday, December 14th, 2022, and we're going to start by introducing ourselves.
Mike Young.
Liz Banks.
Diane Trapasso.
Fidelis Omobuike.
Okay. First thing is to approve the minutes from October 19th, 2022. Does anybody have any comments or amendments? Discussion or anything?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
A second.
All those in favor?
I abstain.
Yep, Diane's abstaining because she wasn't here. Okay, the first, I'll read the whole agenda. Determination for 11 Farquhar Road for Jay and Samantha Boucher. The applicant is requesting determination to add a 12 by 24 deck and to convert the existing 16 by 20 covered deck into a 20 by 30 addition. The property has a non-conforming required frontage. The next is the determination for 126 Lake Road from Pioneer Builders LLC. The applicant is requesting a determination to reconstruct the existing single-family home and site improvements. And also a determination for 168 Lane 7 from Stephen Quink. Applicant is requesting determination to raise the existing 19 by 28 foot three-stall garage to be placed with a 30 by 40 three-stall garage. And we can start with the determination for 11 Farquhar Road. We received the information from Jean. And the reason that they are coming for a determination is because the frontage is the only non-conformity, right? I could believe.
Yep.
Yeah, because everything is going to, the deck and the addition will comply with setbacks and lot coverage requirements. There won't be any new non-conformities created. We did apply to conservation, but it is not anticipated the plans will change in that review process. The building, we received memos from the building department who had no objections. And the whole reason why we're here is because of the lack of frontage after they rezoned all the properties. DPW left some attachments in the file for the contractors of utility cards for safety. The fire department said the addition will increase livable space. The new addition is required to have hardwired photo-electronic smoke alarm that communicates with the rest of the property's fire alarm system. And conservation, they don't anticipate any concerns based on the scope of the project and the proximity to wetlands, as the project is entirely within a developed yard. So, is someone representing them? Okay, you can come up and just explain.
I'm Gary from GA Siding. I'm the contractor. I've never been to a meeting like this, so I don't really know how it goes.
All right, you just so you're removing, it says former 20 by 16 covered deck, that's gonna be removed?
Yes, we're going to remove that, and we're going to rebuild it into it's going to be an addition, livable space, and then we're also going to add another one, the same exact size on the back of that for livable space.
Okay. Wait, Do you have any questions, Mike?
No, it's very straightforward. The only reason they're here is that it's 100-foot frontage instead of 125, and it's not going to increase any nonconformities, so I don't see any issue with it.
Okay, you have any questions?
I don't have anything.
Do you, Fidelis? No, I don't either. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to grant the determination to Gary Affer on behalf of Jay and Sam Boucher at the property located at 11 Farquhar Road for the construction of a new 12 by 24 deck and to convert the existing 16 by 20 covered deck into a 20 by 30 addition as shown on the plans entitled Proposed Addition Location Plot Plan, Sturbridge, Mass., 11 Farquhar Road, for Jean and Samantha Boucher, prepared by DJ and Associates. Plan date 10/11/22, and architectural plans prepared by contractor Gary Alfer for Jay and Samantha Boucher, 11 Farquhar Road, revision 2, date 10/11/22. The proposal does not intensify or create any additional nonconformities, and the owner may apply for a building permit for the described activities as shown on the attached survey forthwith.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? No, the only question, did you say revision two?
Yeah.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So all those in favor of granting the determination? Wait. Okay, it's unanimous.
Okay.
So you're all set. I'll send you a decision tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Thank you. What happened to my paper? I'll just go with that. So next on the agenda is,
Lake Road.
the, hold on. What?
Lake Road.
126 Lake Road, Pioneer Builders. They're going to demolish the existing single-family home and shed and have a construction of a new single-family home and related site improvements. The property's at 126 Lake Road. This property does not have any frontage, which is probably why they here for the determination. The new construction will comply with side and rear setbacks and coverage, so there won't be any new nonconformities created. And we received information from the town planner, Jean Boubon. DPW would like to add sewer line for the contractor order to prevent conflicts. The fire department, new construction project fire alarms and the CO alarms must be placed according to the most recent requirements of Mass General Laws, Section 148, Section 26F. The building department needs approval from other department in full permit application. And conservation, the project is located within the SCC's no new construction setback. There are no alternatives to avoid working within this area. A revised plan has recently been submitted to address initial staff comments. Staff anticipated that revisions will be favorably received. Did you go to conservation?
Yes, we have been approved by Conservation on the 5th.
And do we have the revised plan?
You do.
Okay.
I just received the order of conditions today from them.
Okay, I thought so. Let me see. All right, you can tell us what you got.
Sure. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Howard. I'm the owner of Pioneer Builders and here representing the property owners as the applicant for 126 Lake Road. As you can see, the property is located on the northernmost portion of Big Alum Pond, depicted there in the picture. Next slide, please. Just kind of a quick overview of the site. Highlighted in red is the property boundary. Highlighted in yellow is the setbacks. Highlighted in green is our proposed limit of work for the project. As you can see depicted in the center is the proposed house location, which kind of is in the same existing, or relatively same existing location as the current house. Depicted in the pictures is the current cottage, which hasn't really been updated since the 1940s, and is currently uninhabitable. So, as outlined in that scope of work, what we're looking to do is raise and rebuild a habitable single-family house on this lot. Next slide, please. For existing infrastructure on the property, we do have the property access from the north. There is an existing electrical service provided. We do currently have sewer connectivity on the property. Per that comment from the DPW, there is a sewer line that is active on that property. And there is an existing well on the site as well. So we have the infrastructure to conduct the project without any significant improvements being required. The only one really being that property access. We're looking to just add some crushed stone to improve that for construction vehicle access.
That was going to be one of my questions.
Sure.
Where does the access from?
So the access, you can see there with the arrow, comes from the northern part. It's off of Lower Road. It's actually a shared driveway. So there's two other properties that access it prior to us. So that's where the no frontage comes into play. There is no frontage for the property. Does that answer the question? Because we can go back to that first slide and kind of see it depicted a little bit better. It doesn't actually show the driveway, but Lake Road kind of conforms to that shaded green area to the north, just outside the black box. And then the driveway follows the property boundary between,
Wait, she's getting the thing, because I don't
yeah.
see where it is. How do you get on?
Thank you very much. So this is off of the Sturbridge GIS. Lake Road comes off here and
Yeah.
follows this general line. Obviously, 126, the driveway follows the property line right here. I apologize for my hand there, but that's the driveway. So it's accessed by, I believe that's 130 and 128 and 126.
So the driveway is for several homes?
Correct.
Several
And it is
properties.
currently just a crushed stone, but our access, as shown in that picture, you can go back to slide 3, please. Our access currently is unimproved. We're not looking to pave it, we're just looking to add crushed stone to prevent the tear up of that during the construction process, and then ultimately leave a more improved access to the property when it's all complete. Next slide. In terms of why we're here this evening for the nonconformity, currently as it sits, we don't meet the minimum lot area requirements. We also don't have the frontage as just discussed. Currently, the existing structure does violate both the side and rear setbacks, but our proposed scope of work, obviously we can't do anything to limit or increase the total lot area or the frontage, but by shifting the house away from that building setback line, we actually eliminate all the other nonconformities for the property. I believe that is the last slide. I think on the online virtually with us is Rob Levesque from our engineer team, the site design team. I don't know if he's got anything he'd like to add.
I can answer any questions the board may have, but I think Dan has covered generally everything that we were planning on covering tonight. We did receive, as Dan had mentioned, an order of conditions from the Conservation Commission based on this current layout.
And then I do believe I need to acknowledge we have the property owners online as well. I don't know if they have anything to add, but Just want to make sure they're recognized.
I have a question. Is there a garage with this property?
There is currently not.
No.
No,
But there's a driveway.
there is a driveway.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Dallas?
I'm just trying to understand the minimum frontage, as in no frontage. Shouldn't there be a reference regardless of, I'm just trying to figure out why there's no frontage. I don't quite get that.
I think maybe I mean,
Would
I
the-
don't know if it's the technical answer per your bylaws, but the property doesn't,
So somehow
access
somebody
from-
built a house without frontage. It must have been a long time ago, I'm guessing. And since it's existing,
Yeah.
If it's helpful through the chair, now the subject property would have been created and the cottage created arguably as a pre-existing non-conforming lot. Zoning typically over the years has changed and gotten more stringent in these municipalities. So in this particular case, at the time that they constructed the cottage, likely didn't require frontage. They had the right of way, so they do have access, but legal frontage, as you know it, likely wasn't required at the time. And then, the current filing is to, try to improve over existing conditions. Obviously, Dan had mentioned that we'll be able to become as compliant as possible while still improving the property for the owner as well. So.
I think what had happened, it was pre-existed before 1965 when the zoning went into effect, and so it's.
the cottage dates back to
Right,
the
dates-
40s,
right,
so
it was before.
it's probably one of the original.
Right. So I think that's why it was able to do what they did back then, so.
do you have any?
No, I have no questions. It's unusual, certainly, but I don't see any problems with the plan as proposed, and certainly putting in a crushed rock driveway will be an improvement over driving on grass, so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Do you have any
I don't-
questions? I don't think I do either. I just, all right. Do we have, anybody else want to say anything, add anything?
I think the proposed new housing will be actually a big improvement to the lot, so.
Would you like to make a motion?
About us list, please.
Yes, there, I saw it, it was, yeah. Right,
And I'm just wondering if there are any others,
well, it's not a public hearing anyway, so. Okay,
Would you like to make a motion?
does anybody else want to? No? Okay. I make a motion to grant the determination to Pioneer Builders LLC submitted by R. Levesque Associates Incorporated for the property owners Nanette and Dubin and Tony Musk for the property located at 120 Lake Road for the raising of the existing single-family home and shed to allow the construction of a new single-family home and related site improvements as shown on the plans entitled Proposed Single-Family Home Construction, 126 Lake Road, prepared by R. Levesque Associates, RLA Project Number 220615, Plan Date 11/7/2022, Revision Date A 11/11/30/22, and architectural plans prepared by Mass Cord Design Associates, Project Number 21149CD, Plan Date 10/15/21. The proposal does not intensify the existing or create additional nonconformities, and the owner may apply for a building permit for the described activities as shown on the attached survey forthwith.
Any Oh, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? No? All right, all those in favor? Okay. That one passes too.
Great. Good
Thank you
luck.
very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Good luck.
Have a good
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Good luck.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Rob.
This goes here. Okay. All right, next up is the determination for 168 Lane 7 from Stephen Quink. The applicant is requesting a determination to raise the existing 19-foot, 8-inch by 28 feet, 3-stall garage and replace it with a 30 by 40, 3-stall garage. We have information from the town planner. Let's see. This lot is non-conforming in regards of frontage only, but it's 2.33 acres and has 80 foot of frontage. And the new garage is going to be slightly larger, and it will comply with side and rear setbacks and coverage. There are no new nonconformities. The Board of Health is all set. They don't have any issues. Fire Department, it said they saw the presence of heat detectors in the center of the ceiling, so they don't have any questions or concerns. Conservation, no review is required because the work is outside of the 200-foot jurisdictional buffer zone. And the Department of Public Works has no comments on the installation of the garage. Let's see. Right. It is 2.33 acres. And the only nonconformity is the frontage, which is 80 feet instead of the 150. I think. Anyway, so, would you like to make your presentation?
Sure, yeah. The existing garage has been there for many years, and it isn't suitable to, I mean, we can't park in it, and move around in it, never mind getting a boat in it. So the plan is to take that down and just move it back a little bit, which give us more room off the driveway to come in and turn around and park and stuff like that. And it'll give us a more functional space to park in and utilize. Because the house itself is kind of small, so we need storage and things like that, so.
Okay. Do you have any questions, Diane?
You're just doing like some other improvements on the property, like outside, where is that what it shows on the rest?
So the existing garage is going down,
Right,
going to be gone, and yeah, we're going to move it back.
you're
they're
doing
gonna-
some land, like,
Yeah, so what they've got to do is the way it is now, the driveway kind of comes down, and what's happening is ice pools in front of the garage now, so we can't open the doors when wintertime.
okay,
So the excavator's going to come in and kind of bring up the grade about 2
Okay.
degrees and make it a little more conforming, but yeah.
thank you.
Fidelis, do you have any questions?
No, I think the improvement is going to be fine. but what are you going to do with the existing space? Like, once you move that garage, is it going to be landscaped? So
That's going to be where the garage is now. What are we
Currently,
doing with that? That's going to just pretty much be, I think it's probably going to be like a crushed stone type thing, because I know conservation loves that, so, but more for parking and stuff, for, you know, get-togethers or visitors or something like that. They'll have more room. Right now, it's probably about, I don't know, 30 feet from the road to drive in, so we're going to move that all the way back, say 40 feet, and make it, by adjusting it to, it gives us more, it just kind of conforms with the lot a little better as far as pulling in and
Okay, so
turning around.
it's not going to be a hard surface?
No,
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be-
oh, no, no. We're gonna take care of all the drainage part of it and deal with that.
Do you have any questions, Mike?
No questions.
The only question I had was about the driveway, only because it wasn't shown going to the new garage.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it just kind of pulls in. I know what you're saying. See where that, I don't know how this thing works.
Just the middle.
Just the middle one? See this line here is pretty much where you pull in.
Oh,
So, and then it kind of comes around here, and then there's
that's all driveway?
well, actually, I'm sorry, this is a patio. So it comes in here. Yeah, here we are. So this is the driveway here to the house, and then it comes around back out. That is a gravel walkway up to the house once you get out of the garage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was my question. Anybody else have any more questions for discussion? Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to grant the determination to Stephen Quink at the property located at 168 Lane 7 for the raising of the existing three-stall garage and the construction of a new, slightly larger three-stall garage as shown on the plans entitled Notice of Intent Plan, 168 Lane 7 for Mr. Stephen Quint, prepared by McClure Engineering, plan date 11/1/17, project number 287-1681-1, revision number 1, dated 12/19/17, and architectural plans prepared by Soft Plan, dated November 16th, 2020. The proposal does not intensify the existing or create additional nonconformities, and the owner may apply for a building permit for the described activities as shown on the attached survey forthwith.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
And any discussion? No? All those in favor? And it passes unanimously.
Excellent. Thank you all very much.
You're
Good luck.
welcome.
Welcome. And good luck, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You too.
Is there a town planner update?
Nope, just, so our next meeting dates, January 18th, probably won't have it. We haven't gotten any filings. We will have on the February 15th, I believe. We will be having a meeting
So-
probably that day.
Did you have anything for the 18th, did you say?
No,
Oh, no.
no,
Okay.
not as far as now. So, but we will in February, most likely.
Okay.
Anybody have any old business?
No?
No,
New business?
no.
No? Oh, I'll let Fidelis make this.
Okay.
Would you like to make a motion, Fidelis, to adjourn?
Yes, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
No? All those in favor?